Hello, nice to meet you. My name is JJ. Can you please tell me your full name? Okay, so what can I call you? Alright, so in this first part, I'm going to ask you some general questions about yourself. So let's first of all talk about where you live. Can you tell me about your hometown? Where do you live? Is that a big city or a small town? How long have you lived there? Do you like your hometown? All right, so now let's talk about things that make you happy. Is there anything that has made you happy lately? Okay, then what made you happy when you're young? What do you think will make you happy in the future? When do you feel happy at work? All right. And do you do some cooking or help your family cook at home? Do you think your house is clean and tidy? Did you do some house cleaning when you're young? All right, and now let's move on to the second part of the test. So here I'm going to give you a topic and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. But before you talk, you will have 1 minute to prepare and think about what you're going to say. And you can make notes if you wish. Okay, so the cue card question here is, describe a movie you watched recently and would like to watch again. Now you have 1 minute to prepare. Can you start speaking now, please? Alright, so in this last part of the test, I'm going to ask you more general questions related to your topic. And the first question is, where do people normally watch movies? And what are the differences between watching movies at home and in the cinema? Are actors and actresses important to movies? Why? Why are there fewer people going to the cinema to watch movies nowadays? All right, so the test is over. Good job, guys. So if you had some problem answering some of those questions, don't worry. Now I'm going to show you my band score 8 answers to all these questions. Let's talk about your hometown. Where do you live? Is that a big city or a small place? I live in Seoul, which is the capital city of South Korea, and I grew up in Seoul, so it is my hometown as well. Well, I've been living there all my life. It is a big city, which has everything I need and lots of things to do. How long have you been living there? As I said earlier, I've been living there all my life, so I know the city very well. There are plenty of interesting places and things to do in Seoul. It has lots of cool cafes and famous restaurants that are totally worth checking out. Do you like your hometown? Oh, yes, definitely. It's a great place to live since it has everything I need and lots of things to do. Well, it gets quite crowded, especially on weekends, but I love the hustle and bustle of this big city. Is there anything that has made you feel happy lately? These days, when I play my guitar, I feel happy. Well, I play guitar quite often, and it's usually on weekends because I have a hectic schedule during the week. It's just so much fun, and it definitely makes me feel calm and relaxed. I really like it. What made you happy when you're little? When I was a child, well, I loved riding a bicycle, and my family was very keen on bike riding as well. So we often went to the park, rode bicycles together, and had nice picnic lunches on weekends. I loved it, and it absolutely made me so happy. What do you think will make you happy in the future? It'll be the same as now, just a small thing like playing my favorite songs, going for a bike ride will make me happy in the future. As I said, I feel good when I practice a guitar. It works like meditation for me, making me calm and focused. I feel free and relaxed. So in the future, I will still feel happy with these little things. When do you feel happy at work? Why? That's an interesting question. Well, I feel happy most of the time at work because I'm quite satisfied with my job. I know what I'm doing and I feel so comfortable doing this job. Plus, it's really rewarding. So I generally feel happy and satisfied at work. Do you do some cooking or help your family cook at home now? Yes, I like cooking. There are various dishes that I love to cook, but my favorite food to cook is Italian dishes, especially pasta. Well, I'm not a good cook, to be honest, but I enjoy cooking, especially when I have some guests over at my place. Do you think your home is clean and tidy? Yes, I try to keep it clean as much as I can. So I do dishes, mop the floor, and wipe windows quite often. I kind of like cleaning up things. It makes me calm and feel great. Well, I don't get to think about all my worries when I clean up, so I really like it actually. Did you do some house cleaning when you're young? Not very often, but sometimes I did some house cleaning when I was little. Did you do some house cleaning when you're young? Not very often, but sometimes I did some house cleaning when I was little. Well, we used to have a cleaning day once a month, so all my family members put the house in order all together. Well, each member had their own responsibilities, and I was in charge of doing the dishes. Yeah, it was actually kind of fun. Describe a movie you watched recently and would like to watch again. Okay, let me tell you about a movie I watched a couple weeks ago and I would like to watch again. Well, the movie is a comedy called Don't Panic, which was so well made and hilarious. Well, my favorite actress Gina is in it. Actually, she used to only do independent films, but she has recently become famous because of this movie. Well, anyway, so the movie was about a girl who can see ghosts. She's beautiful, but acting so weird when she sees ghosts. And there's one guy who found her interesting because of her ghost problem. Soon he develops a feeling towards her and finds out that he doesn't care about her problem anymore, about her problems anymore. The story is really cute, and the writer has a great sense of humor, so it constantly cracked me up. Well, so out of everything, I found her acting to be most outstanding. She gave me goosebumps many times throughout the movie. And thanks to her part in that movie, she's finally starting to make her name on the global stage. Anyway, so the movie was one of the best comedy movies I've ever watched, so I would love to watch it again. Where do people normally watch movies? People usually watch movies at home or in cinemas. Well, since pandemic, more people have gotten used to watching movies at home. But personally, I prefer to go to the cinema to see a movie because of better sound quality and, the huge screen. There is my go-to cinema nearby, which is within walking distance. So I go there quite often, like once a week. What are the differences between watching movies at home and in a cinema? Well, there are a lot of differences between the two. At home, we can multitask while watching a movie, such as texting, having dinner, talking. However, in the cinema, we should focus on watching the movie only. Although we can enjoy popcorns and some drinks, those are the only things we are allowed to do. Are actors or actresses important to movies? Why? Of course, actors and actresses play significant roles to movies. Many people often watch a movie just because their favorite actors are in it. I also sometimes choose a movie based on the actors' performances. I enjoy the experience of being moved or getting goosebumps from watching great acting. Why are there fewer people going to the cinema to watch movies nowadays? Well, as I said earlier, since pandemic, more people have gotten used to watching movies at home. Plus, people often find it much more convenient. At home, they can do something else while watching a movie like texting, talking, and having dinner or something.